Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. So we're gonna go ahead and continue this trial. You have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly, he told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Master's costume, right? Oh, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Matt's. That's a absolutely possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Well, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? I have no idea how hard it was to make that decision. Yeah, it's always hard to figure out what you want to do in life. Am I right? That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Oh, great. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now in session. Ms. Funhammer, please proceed with the prosecution case. Very well. I call my next witness, pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she call him a pitiful clown? Oh, look how sad he is. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Oh, come on, Mo. Ah! Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why is he speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. Just not used to being in court. I've never been in the courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke would best suit in a sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Actually, I get that joke. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? Oh, I get it. Seymour Butts. Actually, that one was a good one. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. But Mo needs to remember, now is not the time or place to joke. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafari. Rough out the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo. Can't even be his normal stoogey self in short. I don't think now's the time to be the butt of the joke. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. So no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Yeah, but hey, at least it made me laugh with that one little joke, though. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. I keep trying. I even try to come up with jokes for just today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't you the one supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait. Yeah. Poor Gumshoe. What about poor Mo and poor Gumshoe? Now that's settled. Shall we begin again with the testimony? But hey, at least Gumshoe is a good listener, though. Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Night of the murder after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You had no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. It was when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching him, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. How will you know for sure if it's really him? That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to believe, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin a cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. He's like, Venus is like having that face like, I'm so done. Nicky gotta find some kind of contradiction in the testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright. Your Honor? I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it will bring disaster upon the court. Unless I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor. Just because this clown is straight from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm the one with the corny jokes. But hey, at least his jokes is not that bad, though. Read to first statement. Okay, I have to do third statement. You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say Pete stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess some synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue? Exactly why did you look out your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. That sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I like how you went from serious to laughing. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ah! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah. What she said. Finally, something me and Von Karma agrees with. I believe it would be best if Mo revised his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the table in our favor. What would that sound like? Well, I guess the title sounds like, I guess you could say. But the Curls make a court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Yeah, at least save it for after this. Oh, yeah, how do you know that I was gonna make a joke? I guess that sounded like it's supposed to sound like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone being hit, huh? What then? You wanted to look out the window and you saw... Whoops. They're about 30 feet from my window. 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night and it shut down on visibility. See, please continue with the testimony regarding the two shadows you saw. Have to press on 6. There you go. You say you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random nonsense horror. What do you say? What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon isn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you saw everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Come on, Mo. Please? Please be serious for us. Mo, did you or did not see the crime of murder committed that night? Objection! I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice pentally. Oh, it's a bit melodramatic. So what would be done, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I have a great reason to make my claim. I suppose you will be telling us that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. If Mo is to believe when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Matt clunk anyone. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. The clown promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Crows, are you reciting a C-Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma? Tampering with the witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant flunk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster already checked out. Checked out? Yeah, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. I don't know why I find that one funny. He's like, he's on a permanent vacation. I feel bad for laughing about that. Your Honor, you did not witness the astral tribe, however you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. Ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well. Then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. Even if I catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. Poor Bo, he can't be his goofy self. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only belong to Max. There's no doubt doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there's no doubt it was him. The cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I can't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should be finally good enough, yes? It decisive touched the money. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe that. Right, Mr. Wright, come into class examination. I have to show mastery problem closer. Objection! You say you saw all of it uppity symbols, right? I suppose so. The sick hat and the cloak, right? No. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galacta has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if we knew that there were 3 or not? You saw what he saw. He saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention them. Isn't that right, Mo? Oh, the guy just got some speaking pie language. Silence, fool. You respond with whole truth, not fractures. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. Objection! Crime scene was dark. It was obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. Objection! But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention the roses were white. There was no way he could have missed them. That's true. Objection! The roses must have fallen off the defendant, so did the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. That's also true. They would have saw it near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material facts of this case? Clearly not. You're just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, and it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trio's testimony? In no way I could mistake someone wearing those three symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can I mistake someone with wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Trio saw them all. Trio saw all three of Max's symbols. However, this witness claimed there were no right roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is contradiction. Alright, we have like two more here. The one's supposed to be disregarded. Disregard the pointless. But this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness stated without a doubt he saw Maximilian Lactaga. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but does cast doubt in the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. Seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. Poor Mo. I come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there were no contradictions in this statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Yeah, we gotta do this. There's no doubt in my mind there were no right roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially that silk hat. There's no way I could yet seen the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance of this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. It's like, do you understand me? If you're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation. I've only got a single shot at this, I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Okay, I need to deal on the fourth statement. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly is the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time when he was on the scene. Order, order, Mr. Curls. Yes, Your Honor? What's the meaning of all of this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's not right. That's so harsh. What is not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You didn't knock my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight and my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me. Oh, God! Enough of these child outbursts, Mr. Charles. What do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was bats. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing that dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turning a bratty little kid. Pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo. What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean? How did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Objection! For Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. Objection! I'm just trying to get the truth out of him. This witness's testimony is full of holes. Ms. Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness had to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid treasure how he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. How can he when there's no footprint? There's no other footprint there. Excuse me. This is exactly what I expect you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest thing. Do you have any proof to counter a story as how the criminal left the scene? Take that! Look at this picture. There's only his footprints. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints. In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't even there. So, Mo, how exactly did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness, however, proven his testimony completely unreliable. Agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came out to court in. Wait just a second. You can't just ignore everything I said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things aren't gonna get worse before they get better. Yeah, I have a feeling it's not gonna be a good testimony. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes. The testimony you're provided up till now has been false? It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Seriously, man? Seriously? Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor. If you had the truth from this witness. You have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. Seriously? Enough of you. I'm gonna listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you have to say. What you saw, Mr. Curls. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with their idiotic drivel. Now it's time for our next element, Mo knows. Everything I said up until now has been the truth. And when I looked in the window, the ringmaster was down and the master was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing a silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth, now get ready for it. He flew, he jumped and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared in the darkness. That's why there are no footprints. Blind people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Gelata is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of the crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You don't believe the other witnesses? Why don't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of such a flying criminal. Okay, let's see. It's obvious that the witnesses' eyes were putting tricks on them. Don't be such a fool. Who in the world do you think mistake that dirt for? Jeez, I didn't say you were lying. Wow, he looks really serious right now. More serious than he looked all day. I suppose I will let you all think about my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Fontaine must taste the sound. However, I got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I would conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. What in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whatever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. And not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow. You just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule, only rule in the world. I'm sorry, Matt. We made you break a magician's creed and never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do is hope that we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Good idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Alright. That's pretty much it for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below. And subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.